Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the figure skating show where I talk to you about figure skating like it is drama for our mamas. Guys, this video is really late, and that's because I pulled a muscle in my back and I spent the last couple of days in a lot of pain. So I couldn't sit up, I couldn't do anything, so I definitely couldn't do a video. So this is why this video is so late. And you know what I realized, guys? When you are in pain, that is when you realize how important health is. Health is everything. So guys, if you have a chance, eat healthier, drink more water, go for a walk, meditate, try to remove stressors from your life because health really is everything, and we only really cherish our health when it's gone or when we're in pain. So because of that state, I wasn't able to make the video until now that my back is feeling a little better. Guess the muscle relaxed or whatever, so my back is feeling a little better now. But you know, I do believe that everything happens for a reason. And the reason I'm saying that is normally I would watch the events and then I would come right out and I would make a video and I would be all in my dramatic extra self. But because I was in so much pain and I couldn't make the video after I saw the events, I literally had to sit there and really let everything marinate. So you're gonna get a calmer, less dramatic version of me on this video while I recap the 2024 Junior Grand Prix in Turkey as well as the Nebelhorn Trophy. So starting with the Junior Grand Prix in Turkey, I actually picked the top three for the pairs. So I had put Olivia Flores and Luke Wang as the winner of this event, Jasmine Desrochers and Kieran Thatcher in second place, and then Sue Shimizu and Lucas Tsushi Honda in third place. The way the podium played out was it was Jasmine and Kira, Olivia and Luke, and C and Lucas. Now, starting with C and Lucas, I'm so happy to see this pair medal here only because I feel like Japan is the last fortress for figure skating. I really feel like Japan is the last fortress for figure skating where the sport is truly popular. And it's been that way for a long time for the men and the women. And now they're really building out their programs to include ice dance and pair. And I really want this to continue because I want figure skating to remain popular in Japan because we really don't have that many countries left where figure skating is so popular. So it was really good to see this pair. Again, this is a junior pair. They're just learning their elements. These were two strong single skaters that got put together and now they're learning how to be, a pair. There is potential there, but it's still, they're still new. Then in second place, Olivia and Luke. I really like this pair. Luke literally looks like he lives for the sequence portion of that program. They're so musical, they're so entertaining, they have a good connection with each other. Yes, the elements are not quite there yet, but again, this is a very young pair and they happen to be in the juniors for a reason. I'm not thinking about right now, but I'm thinking what this pair could be in 5 years because there really is something quite special about this pair. And then the winner here was Jasmine and Kieran. This pair has really nice line. Like their lines match really well with each other. And they have made a lot of improvement just from last season to this season. Like their side by side looks a little better. The spins look a little more cohesive. Again, these pairs are in junior for a reason, and that's because they're learning how to be a unit, how to skate with each other, how to emote, how to be entertaining. So there's still a lot to learn, but I'm really happy with what I'm seeing in the junior level in terms of the pairs. And then we got to the men. my prediction had been Shunsuke Nakamura, then Jacob Sanchez. Then I also had Dong Hanyu. I had Hansu Park. And then rounding out my top five was Alette Lavandi. The actual top five was William Chang, Ern Witter, Alette Lavandi in third place. Alette Lavandi in third place. I am such a fan of Arlette, and the reason why is because I like unique voices in skating. Even if they don't have the technical power, they have something to say and it's uniquely theirs. And Alette is the kind of skater that is 100% committed to his programs. And he's always telling a story. He's always entertaining. He's always interesting. And I really want us to start nurturing these interesting, unique skaters in figure skating because sometimes it looks like it's so cookie cutter that we need these kind of unique skaters to just sort of breathe life into figure skating. So to have Alette win a medal here, that should be such a confident boost for him and his team to let them know they're doing something right. In second place was Shunsuke. Again, he has the quads, he has all of the potential, he just lacks consistency. Unfortunately for Shunsuke, he is coming out of Japan, probably the most competitive country in skating for men right now. The Japanese men field is so deep that by the time he transitioned into a senior, if he doesn't have that consistency, it's really going to be problematic for him. I do like the fact that they're trying to grow him as a skater. His free and his short program are very, contrasting. I like that they're trying to give him option and a voice, but that consistency is desperately needed. And the winner here was Jacob Sanchez, another skater that needs to work on that jumps consistency. There is something really powerful and dynamic about Jacob. He's very personable in the kissing cry. He gives good interview. And when his jumps are on, they are beautiful and powerful. Like, this is the kind of skater that I want to see them do a quad because I'm going to feel like, I just saw a quad. But the jumps are so inconsistent. So he's definitely going to have to work on his consistency. I think I saw on Twitter that he did get a second Junior Grand Prix. So hopefully he'll be able to build on the first Junior Grand Prix and we'll get to see, what happened. Guys, I made the biggest boo-boo in the dance category. I did not realize Daria Graham and Mikhail Savasky was competing at this event. So when I did my podium pick, they were not even on it. So in first place, I had Arina Pegani and Autumn Koval. In second place, I had Hannah Marie Abonen and Daniel Veslukin. In third place, I had Amber Pierre Janicini and Samuel Black Kapperman. That was my podium because I didn't realize Daria and Mikhail were going to be here. Arena and Autumn were in first place after the rhythm dance. There is something really amazing about this team only because every season they grow by leaps and bounds. You could tell this is like a pair that really loves to skate. You could tell this is a pair that has a lot of potential. They have good ice coverage. They have good spins. They have good connection with each other. I do think as they grow, this will be a pair for us to watch in the future. So they were in first place after the rhythm dance. But of course, the overall outcome of the podium was Daria Grimm and Mikhail Savarsky in first place, Arena Pagami and Autumn Koval in second place, and then Hannah Marie Abonin and Danielle Veslukin in third place, and then Amber Pereira Ganesani and Samuel Black Cappermangini Capperman Kapperman were in fourth place. So Samuel and Amber were off the podium because I forgot Daria and Mikhail were going to be there. So in third place, I've already told you guys how much I love the free program for this young pair. It is so balletic, it is so pretty, and sometimes I think we just need to let go of all the complication of figure skating and just let figure skating be pretty and elegant. And their free dance is just very balletic, very pretty, very age appropriate. Their rhythm dance is starting to grow on me. As a matter of fact, guys, I am enjoying the juniors' rhythm dance a lot more than I'm enjoying the seniors. I will just come out and say it right now. The juniors are giving me more in the rhythm dance than some of the seniors. So, yeah, their rhythm dance is also growing on me. They seem to be enjoying it more. And it's such a contrast to their free dance. Again, I love that a lot of these skaters are being given different, characters to play to grow their presentation, to grow their ability to emote. So I'm definitely their rhythm dance is growing on me. And then Irene and Autumn, I like their rhythm dance and I like their free dance. I just don't love either of their program. I just don't love either of their program. And then Daria and Mikhail, probably the most seasoned of all the competitors competing on the Junior Grand Prix and ice dance. Again, this is a pair that has really good basic, as in their basic skating skills are very sound. They have good edge control. They have good blade control. Their rhythm dance is good. I'm not, they're another pair that I like the rhythm, I like the free, but I'm not crazy about either of it. But combined, the two programs really suit them well and they deliver them really well. So they were able to come back from third place in the rhythm dance to win this competition overall, which was amazing. So I think, what do they have? They have a gold and a silver or a gold and a bronze. I'm not too sure what two medals they have. I know they have a gold here. I can't remember what they got in the last competition, but I do believe they have done enough to be able to qualify for the Grand Prix final. So we're definitely going to see them at the Grand Prix final. And then for the women, my picks were Amni Nakai in first place, Stefania Glacki in second place, Ruria Kano in third place, Yu Sung Kim in fourth place, and Inga Gergenzi in fifth place. Jairul Huang rounding up the top six. I did not realize, again, guys, I'm just not reading these lists carefully. I did not realize that Sofia Semendokina was going to be competing at this event. So the actual outcome of this event was Yusun Kim in first place, Amni Nakai in second place, Stefania Glacki in third place, Sofia Semendokina in fourth place. I was right on Inga Gudenzi, and I was also right on Yugo Hall. So they did that. That was the top six. So the only person I had in the top six that was not in the top six was Maria Kano. And the person who is in the top six that I did not have was Sofia Salmodonkina because I didn't know she was competing here. Starting with Inga. I've always said this skater is so competitive. She is so competitive, and there is a lot. She's got that street fighter, just like I'm gonna get it done, mentality. The problem is sometimes the spins get away from her. Sometimes the jumps are not consistent. But I like how ambitious she is. She's always going for everything, and I do think as she grows, as she becomes more focused, more composed, and a better competitor, she is going to rise up in the rank. Not that being where she is in a bad position, but I do see her on top of the podium because she does seem like she has the fight. And then Jungal Huang, what a beautiful little skater. I think she was in third place after the short program. What a beautiful little skater. Beautiful, that beautiful South Korean jump technique. Wonderful sense of musicality. Unfortunately, this skate was a little rough for her. The jumps got away from her, but overall, there is so much potential there that I hope this outing, you know, doesn't disappoint her too much and that she keeps going, because this skater is quite a wonderful little skater. And then for the top four, starting with Sofia Samondonkina. This was a skater who got buried in the in the Russian etheri movement. For the longest time, Etheri just had like a grip over figure skating, especially in Russia. And there were so many other wonderful Russian skaters in Russia that belonged to other coaches that just simply did not get an opportunity to make it to international competition to get the same boost as the Etheri girls. And Sophia was one of those skaters. It's so good to see her skating internationally. Of course, she went to puberty, as we all do as human beings, and she can no longer do the quads and triple axels as easily as she used to do them, which is perfectly natural. And I feel like this is her making a comeback. So I want to give her the time for her to adjust. She's skating for a new federation. I think she's supposed to be coming to the US to do a try. She's supposed to be trying out. Oh my God, I'm blanking out on the name, but she's supposed to be doing a tryout in the US. So I hope that goes well for her. We have to wait to see what she does at her next Grand Prix assignment, as well as Junior World. Now, I don't think she's competing in the senior Grand Prix. I'm gonna have to look because I didn't know she was competing here. I'm gonna have to look, but I don't think she's competing in the senior Grand Prix. But I want to see what she does at her next junior Grand Prix assignment, if she has one, and I would like to see what she does at Junior World. And she should be eligible to compete at European. So we also have to throw her in the mix now for European. Oh, just wonderful. And then in third place, Stefania Glacki. I like this skater so much. And you know why? Because French skaters have that wacky, crazy jump technique that always has me on the edge of my seat with my like heart in my throat. And she has such good jump technique. It's so opposite to what I'm used to the French skaters, that it's like wow. And she has a very unique aesthetic. You could tell she has a personality. You could tell this is gonna be a skater as she grow. She's gonna have a voice. She's gonna have something to say. And again, I want us to nurture these types of skaters in figure skating. And I cannot wait to see what kind of skater she grows into. The silver here went to Amni Nakai. What a beautiful skater. Oh my goodness, guys. What an exquisite little skater. Just watch her inside outside edge in her rocker. Just watch how gentle her jump landings are when she gets them right. How her blade is cutting through the ice like it's a sheet of butter. There is something just exquisite about watching Amni skate. Just exquisite. She went for the triple axel, didn't work out, but she was determined and she went for all of her jumps. This is not just a skater that has like the beautiful skating without the technical to back it up. This is a skater that's going to be an incredibly well-rounded skater. A skater who's able to balance both the technical and the artistry. Again, another skater that I'm really looking forward to seeing her grow. And then our winner here. And I didn't even have her on the podium. She said, no, you didn't. hold my skates. That's right. You show me, Miss Kim. You show me for not putting you on that podium. I love when skaters surprise me. I love when skaters surprise me. So this surprise came from Miss Yusun Kim. Oh my God, that triple axel. First, guys, you know how I feel about like juniors doing ultra C elements. I don't like it. I don't like it because of the physical trauma that it causes to their young developing bodies. I do not like it. Having said that, I will say amongst the juniors that are trying the Ultra C element, especially the triple axel, the Kim sisters have some of the best triple axels the junior women have to offer. They have beautiful jump technique. That triple axel, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. The programs, both of her programs suit her well, especially the free. She just looks like the music really speaks to her. Again, they're growing skaters. Position, posture, leg extension, all of these things still need to be worked on. But the foundation is definitely there, and it's wonderful to see. Overall, this was a really nice competition. Then we move on to Nebelhorn. Oh my God, guys, I was so excited by this competition. This competition has me so stoked for what is going to happen this season on the senior circus. Starting right off with pairs. Pairs was amazing. I said it. I don't care. I'm going to toot my own horn. When we were in the middle of COVID, coming out of COVID, and pairs was a hot mess, and everybody was like, pairs is finished. I said, no, no. I said, pair is in a rebuilding state right now. I said, give it time. I told you guys, with the absence of the Russian, these pairs are going to get used to being on the podium. They're going to get used to winning. They're going to want to maintain that. And I was right. I was right. I'm sorry. Got to toot my own horn. I was right. So for my pick, I had Deanna, the diva queen herself, Stiletto Dudek, and Maxime Deschamps as the winners here. I had Minerva Fabienne Hayes and Nikita Valadin in second place. I had Alyssa Efanova and Misha Metrofanova and Metro Metrofanov, just butchering this poor man's name. In third place, I had Leah Pereira and Trent Machard in fourth place, and then Ellie Khan and Danny O'Shea in third place. I was wrong. I got two. I got two of the podiums right, even if I didn't get the orders right. But I was completely wrong about that third place finish. The actual podium here was Minerva Fabienne Hayes and Nikita Valadin, Diana Stella Dudek and Maxine Deschamps in second place, and then Ellie Khan and Danny O'Shea in third place, with Alyssa Efanova and Misha Metrofanov in fourth place, and Leah Pereira and Trent Machado in fifth place. So Leah and Trent didn't have the I didn't have this wasn't a bad outing for everyone. Actually, this is one of the cleanest pairs competition that I've seen. Okay, there were a couple of mistakes here, but there was also some solid programs. It was wonderful. So in the short, they were, they had some moments. In the long, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not crazy about either of their programs this season. They're not bad programs. They just don't really leave an impression on me. But I do feel like if they could skate those programs clean, they do have the possibility of medaling. If they can go clean, there is a possibility of them medaling at the Grand Prix, especially if other skaters do not skate to their full potential. But I'm not crazy about either of their program. I, however, really, really like the short program for Alyssa and Misha. I am feeling the Latin flavor. Listen, Alyssa is giving us face. She is giving us drama. She is giving us diva. I'm feeling it. I really like their short program. The free program is not bad either, but I really like the short program. And then the surprise podium finish here. Ellie Kwan and Danny O'Shea. The short program, the side by side landed, the throw landed. I was like, amazing. They were so good that they were in second place after the short program. That is the best I have ever seen them. Every element, check, check, check. It was fabulous. And I've said this over and over again. If they can do the side by side and they could do the throw, this pair will be on the podium. Why? Because everything else is exquisite. Unfortunately, they had like a fall on a lift, which is not something that's typical for them. But this pair is exquisite. Their in between skating is effortless. Their lifts are effortless. If they could get this side by side and they can get the throws and they don't have a freak fall on a lift, I really think this is a pair, um, that could definitely be on the podium to contend. And then Deanna and Maxine. I love both of their programs. I love both of their programs. This is only the beginning of the season. As they really dig deep and the programs really begin to gel, by the time we make it to Worlds, oh, we may have another moment. We may have another moment. They look so good for it being this early in the season, but I just want them to like pace themselves because this is a marathon and not a sprint. But they look so good. But the winners here, without the any doubt, the crown king and queen at this event, none other than Maneva and Nikita. First of all, sexy, smoky, short program, very adult. Very adult. I love it. I love it. And then in that free dance, they look ready to be world champions, to be European champions, to be Grand Prix final champion. Every element was on, side by side on, throw on, lift on, twist on. And then they have beautiful lines. I love watching this pair on the ice because their line match so beautifully and they take up so much space. They're like, yes, we're here. See us. I love it. I love this pair. I love pair right now. I just love pairs right now because, oh, it has come so far. This was such a wonderful competition for it being so early in the season. I want the pairs to all pace themselves because it's going to be a long season. But if they continue at this level, pairs is going to be incredible. And then we moved on to the men. Guys, when I said my prediction, I knew they were unrealistic. I knew they were unrealistic. So my men's podium was Junhwa Cha, my Cha baby, Cha 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 to win this. Sota Yamamoto in second place. Denis Vasiliev in third place. Gabriel Fragapani, Gabriel Fragapani in fourth place. Roman Sadowski in fifth place. And then I rounded up the rest with Andrew Tugashev, Wesley Chu, and Max Nermov. Listen, guys, I was right about the third place. I will take what I can get. Denis Vasiliev medaled here. But before I get to that, um, Andrew Tugashev had a ninth place finish here, which was pretty basic for him. Mark Godowski, which he had been was supposed to compete a couple of times earlier this season, but it's the first time we're seeing him. He looks like he's building slowly. But again, this is a skater who is very consistent, who sometimes when other skaters with higher technical scores than him falter, he definitely could get in there. So even though this wasn't like the best outing for him, this was definitely in the right direction. And then boy was I surprised by Edward Appleby out of nowhere, giving him like two of his best performances to date. Now I was watching Edward on the Junior Grand Prix for the last 2 years, and he is definitely a performer. He's definitely an entertaining skater. He definitely plays to the audience. His issue has always been his consistency in terms of his jump. But here we were getting a more consistent Edward. Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it was a more consistent Edward, and I really want to see him continue in this line so we could see how that goes. And then again, Roman Sadowski. I had him in the fifth place, and in fifth place he is. I, I'm bravo, Roman. Bravo. This is consistency for Roman. This is Roman showing up and delivering. Even though it's not perfect, you have like, a jump mistakes here, jump mistake there. This is Roman consistent so early at the beginning of the season. If he could keep this level of consistency, where will he be by the time we make it to Canadian National? Where will we be by the time we make it to Worlds? I'm excited for this consistency in Roman. And then we got to my baby Junhwa Cha, who was in fourth place here. Love both program. Love both program. I don't know what is going on with the Latin flavor this season, but I am loving it. Cha always gives us fabulous program, and he delivered again here with two fabulous programs. Yes, the jumps were an issue, but I'm hoping, guys, I'm hoping that he can rebuild the jumps, because if he could skate these two programs cleanly, oh my God, could we have a moment? And I need a moment. You could do it, Cha. You could do it, Junhwa Cha. I will start buying the Dollar Tree slash $1.25 tree candles this weekend. We will start lighting the candles. We can do this. I know we can. And then my hopeful third place podium prediction for Denis Vasiliev. Yes. Clap, 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 clap. Yay, Dennis. On top of the podium. Oh my God. Could we have a European Denis Vasiliev podium finish? Let's visualize it, people. Let's visualize it. Let's put it out into the universe. I really like both his program, which are so very opposite to each other. You have the short program where I guess he's at a rave party, and then you have the very dramatic free program where, like the Devo that he is, Denis Vasiliev gives us a dramatic death at the end. Oh, love it! I love the drama. Love it. In second place, we had Gabriele Fragapini. Like I said, you can never count out the penny. The penny will always come through when you least expected. This is a very interesting skater. He has moments where he's just brilliant. Where he is just brilliant. Again, the depth of men in Italy keeps growing, and it's wonderful to see it. The depth in men in Italy keeps growing, and it's wonderful to see it. And in first place here was Sota Yamamoto. He seems to be winning that battle against the triple axel. Um, I feel like Soda has a very typical type of program that he does. It suits him well, and he seems like the kind of skater who likes to stick to things that suit him well, which is not a bad thing. Which is not a bad thing. The programs were fine. There was nothing wrong with the programs. They were fine. And now making my way over to, of course, the most dramatic event at this competition, the ice dance. Now, as you guys know, my podium picks were Amelia Zinglas and Vadim Kolesnik. In second place, I had Lila Fair and Lewis Gibson. In third place, I had Natalie Teslanova and Philippe Teschler. In fourth place, I had Christina Carrera and Anthony Podomarenko. In fifth place, I had Olivia Smart and Tim Dyke. The actual podium was Lila Fair and Lewis Gibson winning here, which of course was predictable. Then in second place was Christina Carrera and Anthony Podomarenko, which was also predictable. And in third place was Emilia Zengras and Vladimir Kolesnik, which was nice to see. In fourth place, we had Natalie Teshlova and Philip Teschler. And then in fifth place, which was completely out of left field, we had Yutana Yoshida and Masaya Morata. Was not expecting that. And then rounding up the top six was Olivia Smart and Tim Dyke. I will start with the sixth place, Olivia and Tim. I I read somewhere and I can't I'm not positive, guys, so correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I read that they were doing Dune, so like they're skating to the theme of Dune. So I'm gonna give my critique, and try to be just to base it on the critique. So if that's the theme they're going for, the Dune team, then I really don't understand the outfits. Um, I've watched all of the original movies, not the current ones. I've watched all of the original Dune series, and this takes place in in the desert. It's sandy. There's creatures from another world. It's combative. So, first of all, I don't understand the thing that's, well, let me talk about the program first of all. I do get the concept of the program. I get the idea that they have and what they were trying to achieve with the program. I do get that. I get the concept. And there are movements in there that is really cool and does speak a language that you could visualize in the movie, like the lift that they actually had a fall on. um well, first of the lift that they actually had a fall on, that lift is really cool. Like, you saw it in practice and it's a really cool lift. It's unfortunate they had a fall on that lift in the long program, but it was a really cool lift. There are just some really cool moments, and you could see what the theme they were going for. However, as a whole, the program is not cohesive. It looked messy, and figure skating is a full package sport. You have the technical, you have the artistic, you have the presentation, and you have the visual packaging. All of these things come together to tell a story, and that is figure skating. I didn't understand what the thing was that was on top of Olivia's head. It didn't make any sense. And then the bright orange dress, if this is supposed to be in the universe of Dune, you're running from enemies, you're running from creatures. Do you really want to have a bright orange dress to make you an easy target? And then we get to Tim's outfit. Why does he have the camouflage version of the onesie that they gave Marco? Like, why is he in the camouflage version of the Tin Men Oompa Loompa onesie? Okay, Marco and Tim are both attractive, well-built men. I don't understand who was sitting at that table and was like, yes, let's put these well-built, attractive men in these unattractive onesies. That camouflage outfit, it's hideous. Like, why would you do that to Tim? The same reason I asked, why would you do that to Marco? Like, why? Like, I have a theory, and I'm going to tell you the theory at the end as to why I think this is happening. I actually really like their rhythm dance. I was feeling the groovy straight out of Woodstock. I like the outfit. I like the fact that you could literally go into a thrift shop, you could throw this outfit together, and you could totally have a good time. I really like their rhythm dance. I like the packaging for the rhythm dance. I like the rhythm dance, which is why I don't understand the free dance. I just, yeah, this was not it for me. Unfortunately, this was not it for me. And then we got to Utana and Masaya. What a pleasant surprise. What a pleasant surprise. What a pleasant pair. I like both their short and their free dance. It suits them well. It looks like it matches their temperament. Their packaging look nice. These are skaters with the obvious Japanese skating skills. They're obviously single skaters that are learning to skate as ice dancers, and they're blending to become one. But oh my goodness, they have such nice flow, such easy movements. Oh, the potential is there. I really, really like this pair, and I was pleasantly surprised to find them in the top 6. Then we got to Natalie and Philippe. I love this pair. Oh my God. And I love both of their programs. The rhythm dance, the power of this pair. Oh, and it's so much energy from start to finish. And the concept is cohesive. And then we get to the free. They have this one movement where they're both holding their legs and they're making a curved turn. It shows you the control of their blades. This is the fastest ice dance pair out here right now. Natalie is so strong. Their knees dig so deep into the ice. Guys, watch the way their upper body and lower body move at the same time and sync. And then watch their edge, the way they rock on their inside and outside edge. And then watch the way just one push gets them from one end of the stadium to the next. They cover so much ice. Their lifts look effortless and easy. I love this pair. And there was little mistakes in the free program. They're still getting a hang of it. But goodness gracious, I wish the judges would stop underscoring this incredible pair. Please, please, Natalia and Philip, even if the judges are jackasses, we, the audience, appreciate everything you bring to figure skating. We love you. Continue to skate. You had the best skating skill by far of all the pairs that competed. By far. Wonderful. And then in third place, I'm so glad they made it to the podium, was Amelia and Vladim. Thank you, Igor. Thank you, Igor, for taking the advice that Barbara Fizzapoli did not and going outside to get assistance. Thank you. I love their rhythm dance. They have the best packaging for the rhythm dance, in my opinion. They looked fabulous in that rhythm dance. They looked fabulous in that rhythm dance. And they looked happy. They looked like they're enjoying themselves. I love their rhythm dance. Out of all the seniors, they had my favorite rhythm dance. And then the free program. I understand that we're going to have the comparison to Gabriela Papadakis and Guillaume Cesaron, because this particular lyrical style of ice dance is something that they did, and they did so beautifully. But even though that is a style that is associated with Gabrielle and Guillaume, I still feel like Amelia and Vadim did it justice. This program is so interesting. It's so unique. This is just the beginning of the season. There's that one move where he lifts her up and he yanks her to one side and he yanks her to the other, like the window washing move is what I like to call it. Their lifts, again, are effortless. Their connection with each other grows from one season to a season. For me, I stand on what I said in my prediction. Overall, they should have been number one at this event. They should have won this event. And that's what I hate most about the ice dance. The fact that everyone has to wait their turn. The fact that there's this hierarchical seniority level and you're only gonna be graded at a certain level after you've put in so many years, not based on the skating that happens. I hate that, because for me, they won the competition that night with the combination of their two programs. I cannot wait for US Nationals, because it is going to be so competitive and so deep. And I love that. Competition is great for figure skating. I love it. I cannot wait for US Nationals. In second place here was Christina and Anthony. Well deserved. Well deserved. They also have a really fun, hip little rhythm dance that I don't mind at all. And then for the free dance, we have Carmen. First off, the spicy mocha pumpkin latte color scheme for Carmen. I've seen a lot of Carmen. I have never seen that color choice. Okay, it's a choice, but the program is really good. I mean, that program is for the streets, and I'm here for it. But I am a little embarrassed because I watched them when they were juniors, and now seeing them being adult sexy. But oh my God, Christina was giving you Carmen for the Carmen. And Anthony was right there with her. Again, every season they grow. And I really, normally, I'm not crazy about the programs and the packaging for this pair. This season, I like both of their programs. And I cannot wait to see how they grow in both of these programs. Again, I'm really looking forward to U.S. Nationals. The winner here was Lila and Lewis. Guys, honestly speaking, if it was me, I would have had them in fourth place. The rhythm dance is okay. The free dance, no, guys. I already said it when we first saw it at their British competition that this was not the free dance. They still have the ray gun T-Rex leg lift that I'm not a fan of. The it, it's just no. I don't like it. I'm sorry. And I usually like this pair. I'm usually rooting for Lila and Lewis because they're the fun, hip, current pair. But not this one. Not this rhythm dance. It doesn't do anything for me. Now, this is my theory of what I think is going on with Marie-France Dubry and the whole I Am Gabar team. This is just a theory. I feel like they're getting ready to push Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin because they got that good Putin money via Eteri. And in order to push Diana and Gleb all the way to the top, they are giving the rest of their team these outfits in these programs so that by the time Diana and Gleb finally come out with probably some of the better program, it'll be easier to push them. That's my theory. That is my theory. I think that good Putin money via Ekaterina is what is going on with Marie-France Dubry, and I am because I don't know what else I could say about what's going on. That's my take on it. That's what I think happened. And then finally we get to the women. For the women, my pick to win was Mona Shiba. In second place, I had Kimi Rippon. In third place, I had Hana Yoshida. In fourth place, I had Livia Kaiser. In fifth place, I had Elise Lynn Gracie. In sixth place, I had Isabella Vito. In seventh place, I had Su Young Wee. And then in eighth place, I had Madeline Shrizar. I was wrong. Well, no, the only thing I got right was third place, Hana Yoshida. Everything else, I was wrong. So what actually happened is that in first place, the gold medal winner here was Elise Lynn Gracie. In second place was Isabella Vito. In third place was Hana Yoshida. In fourth place was Mona Shiba. In fifth place was Livia Kaiser. In sixth place was Kimi Rippon. In seventh place was Madeline Shrizar. And then rounding up the top eight was Jenna Yukin. Starting off with Madeline Shrizar. Oh my gosh. The season is starting off a little rough for her. Her jumps seem to just be a little off-centered. Every time she goes up in the air, she just seems to be a little off-center, which leads to her either falling or stepping out. Her programs are not bad. There's nothing wrong with her program. It's hard to go wrong with the Lion King, and a nice little salsa. There's nothing wrong with her programs. She just has to skate clean in order for the programs to deliver the punch that they were intended to deliver. Kimi Rippon, which I really thought she was going to be on the podium here, had a really, really rough short program. So her Mother Nature short program, because she didn't skate it clean right at this event, I don't really quite want to pass judgment on the program. I would like to see the program clean first before I pass judgment. The short program was really hard for her. She came back in the Gladiator free program. She fought. This was her first outing. I would like to see how it goes. The Gladiator program is nice. It suits her. She seems like she's a fighter. The program seems to suit her. I wanna wait to see how they blend before I make a comment. Livia Kaiser. Oh my God, guys. The girthiness of her jumps have me drooling. If she could gain control of her jumps, oh my goodness, this skater. And I like her personality. She seems to be feisty. She seems to be, uniquely her. And I like that. And you combine that with girthy jump. Oh, goodness gracious, we could have something. And then in fourth place off the podium was Moneshiba with my favorite short program so far of all the women. My favorite short program. I actually preferred the first dress she had for the short program. It just went with the program so well. But I guess this new dress is more figure skating. But the first short program just went with the program so well. But I love her short program. Absolutely love it. And her free program, her long program, also suits her very well. Unfortunately, there was just a couple of steps out here, little mistakes here, and so everything got away from Monet here. But goodness gracious, if she can deliver these two programs cleanly, absolutely Monet could easily be on the podium. This is a skater that's a full package skater. Nice jumps, beautiful spins, wonderful skating skill, wonderful musicality, nice knee bend, good posture. Everything that I like in a skater, Monet has. She just needs to get into the competitive mindset of being consistent. In third place, Hana Yoshida. I like how uniquely her she is. Her programs are always quirky. They're always a little outside the box, but they always suit her perfectly. That triple axel, I have faith in that triple axel. That triple axel is going to be something amazing. I believe it. I believe it. And I like her programs. I like her program because they suit who Hannah is as a skater. And then in second place here was Isabella Vito. So last time she competed, I said that her free and her long program were basically one program that they split into two. So she got a new short program, Breakfast and Tiffany. I love this short program. I love everything about the short program. I love the composition. I love the packaging. I love the music cut. I love this short program on Isabel. It's young, it's fresh, it's hip, it's classic. I love this short program for Isabel. I keep saying this. There is so much about Isabel and about her skating that I like. She's so personable. She's so cute. She's so friendly. She's got beautiful positions that she holds. She's got that it quality on the ice. She connects well with the audience. And this program, this short program, shows off all of those positive. The negative, unfortunately, is her jumps, which are just horrendous. Which are just horrendous. The free program, it's generically lovely. It's a lovely program. It suits her skating well. It hides a lot of her weaknesses and shows off a lot of her strength. So I think it's a very wise decision made by her team. But the short program, oh my goodness. That short program was everything. Mwah! Love the short program. And our winner here, surprising me, Elise Lynn Gracie. Who doesn't love a little Josh Groban? Who does not love a little Josh Groban? The short program is nice. I really like her free program. I really like her free program. So I know I saw on TikTok a lot of people were asking why is Elise all suddenly being pushed ahead of Isabel. So it's a couple of factors. So the way figure skating work is if you are technically consistent, if you are a jumper, and you have great jump and you consistently deliver your jump, even if you don't have the skating skills, the composition, the transition, the spins, the judges are going to boost your PCS scores to match your technical scores. That's how it is in skating. However, let's say you are a skater with beautiful spins, you're musical, you have wonderful step sequence, you have wonderful posture, wonderful glide, and your technique, your the artistic level is great, but the technical level is not there. They're not going to raise your technical level to match your artistic level. That doesn't happen. And that was the problem with Elise. Elise was always a beautiful skater with wonderful spins, wonderful musicality. There's a sensitivity and an elegance to her skating that I've loved since she was a junior. But she is a Tammy Gamble skater. So she had that issue with the under rotation. She had the jump inconsistency. So for all of the positive that she had as a skater, because technically she was not there, her PCS scores were always lower than they should be to match her technical scores. I guess over the summer they found a jump specialist. She's been working on the jump, and now she has probably my favorite triple combination that I've seen so far this season. Her jumps are without question fully rotated. So now that she is getting the technical consistency, she is giving the judges permission to bring up her PCS score. That's just the way figure skating work. So now she's becoming a more well-rounded skater, and the judges feel comfortable rewarding her. The other reason is, for the longest time, US figure skating had this nasty habit where they would put all their eggs in one women basket. Like they would pick one of their women skaters, and they would put all their political push behind her. And oftentimes that did not go well for them. And I think what has happened is that they have now learned their lessons, and they're spreading their political power behind multiple skaters. The reality of it is, the skater that should be dominating US women figure skating is Isabel Levito. But unfortunately, Isabel has that Etheri jump technique that is very bad for the back, the knees, the hips, and more importantly, that is not long lasting. I am praying that Isabel becomes the exception to the rule and she manages to break that curse. But over the last decade, we have seen that skaters with that jump technique usually do not last long. And I think the US Figure Skating Federation is taking that into account. And that is why they're starting to back different skaters like Elise Lynn Gracie, like Sarah Everhart. That's why they're starting to diversify. So that's why I think we're seeing, this push behind Elise. It's not because she doesn't deserve it, because she was always a beautiful skater. But now that she's giving them the technical permission, they are free to give her the PCS scores. At least that's my opinion of what is happening. But I do want to put my spotlight today on Emilia Zingras and Vladim Kolesnik, and also Natalia Teshlova and Philippe Teschler. I know the judges are not going to reward you guys the way they should because of the way the politics and everything work in ice dance. But you guys both have my spotlight. Spotlight is on you because you guys were fabulous at this event. So guys, that is my opinion. That is my take on what I thought happened at these events. But you guys let me know in the comment what you thought.